Overclockers, my name is Bryony and welcome to another episode of BIOS Update. If you're loving our regular PC gaming and news, remember to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Now let's get into this week's news, all about another new game that's gone viral, ray tracing on older games, some new hardware leaks, free games and much more. So let's get into it. Kicking things off with the gaming chapter, and our first story is about another brand new game that is topping the Steam charts. 2024 is shaping up to be an epic year for game launches, and if Power World isn't really your vibe, it's worth checking out Helldivers 2. This co-op third-person shooter released on the 8th of February for PC and PS5, and the gameplay has been praised by gamers and critics. Who doesn't love killing endless aliens and their teammates with multiple satisfying varieties of airstrike, flamethrower grenades, hell bombs, and a variety of weapons? It already has over 40,000 mostly positive reviews on Steam and a decent Metacritic score. Unfortunately, the game has actually become a victim of its own success, with technical issues plaguing the game due to the high demand on the servers. Helldivers 1 was well received, but never had a huge player base, so obviously the devs didn't expect such sudden popularity with hundreds of thousands of gamers all logging in at once. There's been connect to server errors, long wait times, empty lobbies, and disconnections. Performance issues such as crashes, freezes, and low frame rates, and sometimes rewards aren't dropping after completing missions. Thankfully, the developers, Arrowhead Game Studios, have been working hard to fix these issues and improve the stability and quality of the game. They have released several patches for both PC and PS5 versions and have also performed server maintenance to address the problems. However, some of the issues that I mentioned are still persisting, and the developers have not provided a clear timeline for when they will be fully resolved, although apparently a detailed roadmap is on the way. Let me know in the comments if you've tried Helldivers 2 and what you think of it. I don't know how I managed to miss the launch of Nvidia RTX Remix, but modders have been very busy using the tools to remaster their favourite classic games with full ray tracing, Nvidia DLSS, Nvidia Reflex, modern assets, and generative AI texture tools. The latest game to get overhauled is Need for Speed Underground 2. Uncle Burrito's mod does a great job of maintaining the retro style we all know and love, and the mod is more polished than many other RTX remixes that are currently available via ModDB. Although, unfortunately, there is a noticeable issue with light culling, which causes some weird lighting visuals as it goes off screen. However, we're still in the early stages, with the RTX Remix Open Beta only launching late last month. If you want to get this mod working, I recommend joining the official Discord server or checking out a tutorial video on YouTube. It's also worth noting that running games via RTX Remix requires one of the best graphics cards money can buy. Expect to get just around 30 to 40 FPS with something like an RTX 4080. While Remix makes modding substantially easier, it's not really a one-click solution, and it does require some time and dedication to create these amazing mods. So I must thank the dedicated and knowledgeable people who are busy bringing these classic PC games we all know and love back to life. Particularly my favourite racing titles, which are still pretty mechanically sound and very fun to play to this day. There are currently around 30 games with RTX Remix mods available to download, including Half-Life 2, GTA San Andreas, Portal, Rome Total War, Max Payne, and more. I'll drop a link to the constantly expanding list below. Moving on to the hardware chapter this week, and although there haven't been any big official announcements lately, there is a huge leak about Intel's new flagship CPU. Yes, there will be an i9-4900KS, as revealed by OCCT, the benchmarking testing tool. It appears someone with a production sample of the chip was putting it through its paces and accidentally revealed all the CPU's specifications. That means that we now know it is essentially an overclocked i9-4900K with the same Raptor Lake architecture. This means it has 24 cores and 32 threads, an 8P core and 16E core configuration. It also still has the same 36 MB of L3 cache and 32 MB of L2 cache. As with other KS series chips, Intel has simply boosted the out-of-the-box clock speed. The base frequency will be set at 3.2 GHz, while the boost frequency will be set at an impressive 6.2 GHz. That means Intel can claim the i9-4900KS as the fastest processor available, and it will be 200 MHz faster than the existing i9-3900KS and Core i9-4900K CPU. The benchmark showed that the maximum reported frequency was 5.9 GHz across all P cores. Similar performance can actually be had from a 4900K through manual overclocking if you know what you're doing. The benchmark also revealed that Intel has essentially gone balls to the wall with power draw and temperatures. The base TDP has been increased to 150 watts with peak power consumption of 410 watts and an average power draw of 330 watts recorded during the test. This meant temperatures reached 101 degrees, although we have no idea of what cooler was fitted to the CPU. I can only assume it was at least a decent all-in-one. This is clearly going to be a chip for the hardware enthusiast that is happy to pay a premium for those 3% gains and the overclocking headroom gained from a top-binned chip such as the 4900KS. We will, of course, list them on the Overclockers website as soon as they are officially announced by Intel, as it is just a rumor for now. Our next story is news that Microsoft is working on a feature called Automatic Super Resolution to boost your PC hardware while gaming. Essentially, it's a system-wide upscaling option for PC games similar to DLSS or FSR or XeSS, which use AI to enhance the resolution and performance of games. It appears to be an evolution of Microsoft's existing Video Super Resolution feature, which uses AI to improve video playback quality. Microsoft's feature will be part of the Windows 11 OS, and it should be compatible with pretty much all games, including all the titles that don't have native upscaling support. It's easy to get excited about such a feature and imagine the huge gaming performance improvements on older hardware. However, Automatic Super Resolution is currently hidden in the test builds of Windows 11, and it's not actually clear when or even if it will be officially released. There are rumours it could be part of the big Windows 11 2.4H2 update due at the end of this year, but others suggest that it might be delayed or scrapped altogether. As for the performance and quality of Microsoft's upscaling feature, we simply have no idea right now, but I'd be surprised if it can beat out DLSS 3.5 or FSR 3, considering its wide-reaching compatibility. However, more gaming features being added into Windows can only be a good thing, particularly if it improves on existing software or offers extra performance gains. Moving on to the Overclockers blog chapter, where I've picked out two of the best stories from our blog content team this week. First up is everyone's favourite free games. Over on the Epic Store, pick up Dakar Desert Rally. It's the biggest off-road rally racing adventure ever developed, featuring a wide variety of licensed vehicles from motorcycles, cars, trucks, quads, and SSVs. It normally retails for $24.99, but it's yours to keep for nothing until the end of next week. On Steam, go back to 2005 with RPG Maker for Windows XP. This game, software or tool lets you create an original role-playing game without any prior specialized knowledge or training. It's free to keep when you add it to your library before the 19th of February at 6 p.m. finally, if you're an Amazon Prime member, don't forget to get February's free titles. There's Fallout, Missile Command Recharged, Criminal Archives Alphabetic Murders, Tempest 4000, and then Blade Assault coming on the 22nd, and Gravatar Recharged available from February 29th. To find even more free games and software, head over to our dedicated Overclockers blog post, which I will link below. February 10th marked the start of the 2024 Chinese New Year, and as it's the Year of the Dragon, let's showcase a few of our favourite dragon games. Of course, make sure to check out the full Overclockers blog post for the best PCs to pair with these games. First up, the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Included within this collection are 3 remasters of the classics: Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. Experience the same fun-filled gameplay scaled up in stunning HD thanks to the redesigned graphics. Neverwinter is a free-to-play MMORPG based on the iconic role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons. Set within the Forgotten Realms, you must explore and defend the historic city of Neverwinter. Neverwinter couldn't be a D&D game without those all-important dragons, and you can take on plenty of fire-breathing monsters that will test your skills as a solo adventurer or with your squad. In WoW Dragonflight, the hidden Dragon Isles have finally awakened after 10,000 years. Venture through this long-forgotten land, uncover its secrets, and fight against the hordes of enemies who are threatening to destroy it. Along the way, you'll need to perfect the art of dragon riding, which will allow you to take to the skies, unlock special moves, and additional customization options. Winner of over 130 Game of the Year awards is Dragon Age Inquisition. Play as the Inquisitor tasked with saving the world from itself. Just as the name suggests, there are 10 different types of dragons for you to hunt and defeat. Each dragon will drop powerful and rare items to aid you further in battle. This wouldn't be a dragon game lineup without the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Set in the mystical world of Tamriel, where dragons have returned to wreak havoc, there is only one who can destroy them. Play as the Dragonborn as you embark on this epic adventure to defeat these fire-breathing creatures. There is hundreds of awesome mods available, and the Year of the Dragon is a great time to spend even more hours on this legendary game. So what are your favourite dragon games? Make sure to let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this week's episode of BIOS Update. Remember, if you're enjoying our gaming and PC hardware updates so far, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs this year, and it will really help us out. Remember to give us a big thumbs up, leave me a comment letting me know what was your favourite dragon game, and I'll see you again in the next one.